Hello, everybody. Long time no see. Organic Granny, also known as Lori here, giving you a quarterly update because we can't seem to do it monthly. So right now it's like May, beginning of May. I don't know what day it is. I will upload this the day that I do this. I've amazingly got finishes and a new start and a continued start and all sorts of stuff to show you. Not much has happened, but lots of stuff has happened. Isn't that weird? Basically, there were a couple get-togethers that I managed to get to. There was a chance to enhance stash. I got a new thing to show you, a new tool, I don't know if it's actually a tool, it's a useful item, a new useful item to show you. And then I will go into what I have purchased in the last few months. So that we'll shove that off to the last. So let's first start with, I have two finishes. I have given away the chart already, but this is Birdhouse, spelled the German way, H-A-U-S, by Not Forgotten Farm. It is a finish. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with this. It's sort of kind of a weird size. So framing will either have to be custom done or I'll have to get stupid lucky. I don't think I can get that lucky all the time. I have a very doggy house, so I really prefer to have my stuff under glass. I don't know what I'm going to do with this right now. It's ironed and it's rolled up and it's in with the other finishes. But I'd really like to have it up. It has my colors of my house and it would look very nice in my home, and I will hopefully find something to do with it. Do it with. Anyways, I have another finish. Was a start and a finish. This is the Frosted Pumpkin Stitcheries Pen Pal. I believe this is called Pen Pal. Yes, Pen Pals. There's the, right there. Okay, Pen Pals. And I did this on the 32 count petty point with white dots, the same fabric. I changed the color of the child a little, changed the skin tone a little bit, changed the hair color to match more my granddaughter. And so I'm going to find a frame for this. This is also a strange size. This is a, the overall size of this is like 2.5 by 3 inches. So I'm hoping I'm going to take this to the big box craft stores and see if I can find something that will work for this. So there's the finish. Yay! So I got two of those. Let's see. My new start is Summer House. And I'm doing the fox because foxes were hot last year. And this is Fragments in Time 2016 series. She's got, I also have, there's several of these. I also have the rabbit and oh my goodness, what's the other one? The turtle. I have the turtle and the rabbit. So I have those two. And I have, let me show you the threads. This is, these are the called for threads. Uh-oh, they were the called for threads. Okay. Very pretty. And I'm doing this on Picture This Plus Ren. And this is how far I have gotten. Okay. Alrighty. I also managed to get a little bit done on Flosstube. Flosstube is my go take with me project, though I did do this as my go-to project when I went and met the ladies for a stitch gathering. But I did do some more work on Flosstube. Flosstube is from Glitter Gulch, and I have gotten almost toot. Got a little bit more to do on that tee, and this is pretty fun, though I'm having to concentrate really hard on the different designs back here, because just when I get to knowing what I'm doing and not having to stare at the chart, and I'm done with the square. So, but no, this is still fun, and it's still in the works. So we have toot. And this is on 28 count Dusty Rose, and the type is called Alma. And I got this from when we went up to Dixie Darling. And I'm doing this on with HDF Silks. Okay. So, let's see, that's it for, oh, and then I have something else. So that is a bent needle. No. Yes, that is a bent needle. Okay, can you all see that? I don't know where this came from. This is so dangerous. We have a dangerous hobby. Anyways, this needle's bent to snot. I can't use it anymore. I wonder what am I going to do with that? Yes, I will remember it's there. I promise. I really will. I really, really will. Okay. Okay, we're done with that. Okay. Really quick, I want to show you two things that I bought that are, one is a one is a stitching frame stand, and the other is a really cool thing that I saw in somebody else's Flosstube video. So first, let me show you the Stitch Master floor stand. Okay, and the reason I bought this is Noah's sub is on a PVC stretcher bars that I made, and my Needlework System 4 clamp is two flat pieces, so that round PVC just doesn't grip well, and it's very tenuous. It likes to tip very easily, though it's just because it's big. It's not the stand is not loose. The PVC stretcher bars are too big, period. So anyways, I bought this, and this is actually not a good, this is a good product. It was not overly expensive. I think it was something like $60. The problem is, I'm a tall person. I'm 5'9", and so they build stuff like this for people who are not 5'9". So I'm going to have to. I think I'm just going to. It doesn't need to be that much higher. A little bit higher would be better. I think I'm just going to get some 2x4s and zip tie them or do something really ugly. and see if I can figure out how tall I want this. But actually the stand is well crafted and well made, and it does serves the purpose, and I'm just going to set my PVC frame on here, and then I'll be able to flip it over to get to the back side. So I bought that. Now I can throw away the box. Okay, and then I was watching Courtney ECR. Courtney ECR had her video. She had gone to a retreat, and she was there with Trisha, the left-handed stitcher. And so it was Courtney's video, and she was doing a vlog of the retreat, and it was really cool, and it was really fun, and it looked like they had a fantastic time. But anyways, she swung and pointed the camera at Trisha, and I said, "Oh, there's Trisha." She's telling me, "What has Trisha got?" And I rewound it and went forward and rewound it and went forward, and then I had to go find it. And I'm a really good Googler. I can Google and find stuff, but this actually took me about 15 minutes to find. What it is called Scrap Mabob. Scrap Mabob. Now, you gotta spell it just like this, one word, because even Amazon couldn't find this when I went Scrap Mabob. No, it didn't. It wanted it just like this. Anyways, this is what this thing is. It attaches to the table, and then it's got a slot for you to put your drink in. And then of course there's this extraneous thing. Actually, what it's for is if you were a paper crafter and you would have a place to store your scrap paper, your paper orts. So it's got this humongous ort jar, which I'm really not going to use, but I wanted to show you that it does come with this. Okay, so this actually would clip into the front of that right there, and you just squeeze it and clamp it in. No big deal. Okay, this is a cool device. All right, so it's got this slot right here for your coffee cup handle, and it will fit, does it say? That's got to be close to 4 inches of what its clearance is. Its clearance is pretty serious. I don't have a measuring device right handy. Nope. But it just, you know, your basic nut, slide the table, squeeze it, and then hang your coffee cup. I was like, oh, because I'm a slob. I will spill coffee or water if I can. I will. I don't have any liquids in my stitching area. That's no. I even put stuff on the floor and I'll kick it. I mean, so this is really handy. Now, I'm not going to use this in my stitch spot because I'm just not going to ever drink near my stitch spot, but this is just a delightful thing, and it does work. Gay has used it, and again, it is a Scrap Mabob. Okay, and it's by the original Scrap Box. I don't know if that's the original Scrap Box. So cool breeze. Found that on Amazon, but I think there's also there's other places to find it. Just Google it, and you should be able to find it really easily. All right, so let's see. Other than that, what did we do? Went to Kennesaw. Just after the first of the year, I think we went to Kennesaw, and spent the night, and everybody came from everywhere. Dina, half stitch, cross stitch, and Dina North. Oh, sweetie, I will put a link to her. I will put a link to everybody's Flosstube channels in the thing below. Dina. I'm sorry. Anyways, Dina had people at her house the next day, it was a fun weekend. We did not end up, Gay and I did not end up going to Dina North's house because but it was just too much. It's just too much to do for Gay. So we came on home, but Elizabeth from, you know, I had this all together when I sat down. I was on it. Elizabeth from Dames of the Needle? From the Cauldron, Dames of the Needle. Yes. She joined us, and she brought her fabric. And so she dyes and sells fabric, and she has an Etsy store. And so she brought some of her stuff, and then she also brought some weeks and some gentle art threads. And so we got to, Gay and I and Stitching Maid got a hotel room. So we all went up to the hotel room, and we all looked at the fabric. And, you know, there was no pressure to buy. You could buy if you want to. But she had lots of fun stuff, and so I got some material, and let's see. Then Stephanie, who is she's just started her Flosstube channel, and it's Stitchinit, and that's all one word, Stitch in it, and she does music, and she does stitching. It's not time lapse, it's faster. What is it? Is it time lapse? Could be time lapse. I think that's what you call it. Where she's stitching but it's much faster. And so she has also done the music behind it, and her dearest husband has also done some. He has a camera on a nouns. We have trouble with nouns. I do much better when somebody's with me and throwing words out. What is that? Drone. It's a drone. He's got one of those camera drones, so he's done some. She's been to different parks in the area, and so, you know, he takes his drone up and down and does, you know, aerial views and everything. It's really cool. It really is really cool. You should check it out. Again, I'll put another link down below. Anyways, Stephanie had a couple of us over to the house. So we sat at Stephanie's house. There was another get-together, which I didn't get to because we were having we've been having a lot of storms in Georgia. I don't have permission to say her name. There was somebody in Centerville, down in which Centerville, if you look on the map, Centerville is right smack in the center of Georgia. Thus, Centerville. Anyways, she had a get-together, didn't get to make it because we were going to have storms that come through, and we have a new used dog who's a little goofy, and so I didn't know how he was going to be able to handle the storm, and then to top it all off, Gay wasn't feeling the best, so I said, so I missed one. I didn't get to go to one. I was actually off, but I will definitely go to the next one. So we have had a couple get-togethers here, and it's been really nice. There is a group. It's a Facebook group. It is Georgia Cross Stitchers Get-Togethers. Georgia Cross Stitchers Get-Togethers. It's just people in Georgia, or you got to be right on the Georgia line. So in other words, you live in Alabama, but you're willing to travel to like Rome, you know. It's just for get-togethers so that we can hang out with people, like-minded people. I mean, this is fun. I hang out with y'all. Y'all come and hang out with me. But dryer's done. But actually sitting with people, like-minded people, is really fun. And I encourage you to, if you don't have an L&S, local needlework store, near you, reach out reach out, social media, reach out, touch base with, like, if you have a Joann's or a Hobby Lobby, they have actually classrooms. And we go to the classrooms up there at, up in Kennesaw. And, you know, we just reserve a classroom. It's free. There are libraries in your area. They have, you know, meeting places where you can sit for free. You know, you don't have to open up your home. Some of us have. But it's not necessary. You can meet on neutral ground somewhere. If you belong to a church, your church has areas and spaces that you can meet up with stitchers. And it doesn't have to be anything big or fancy. It doesn't have to be a retreat. It doesn't have to be a planned event. It can just be gather your goodies, come and stitch. Make sure you bring some light, make sure you bring some power strips, but other than that, I mean, please keep this craft alive. That's what we need to do, is keep the craft alive. So we've had a couple things. Oh, Stephanie and the baby came over to the house, and Gay came to the house, and we stitched one afternoon also. That was very impromptu. That was just like, hey, what are you doing? Nothing. What are you doing tomorrow? Nothing. Come on over. One of those things. See, it doesn't have to be organized. You don't need a group. You don't, just keep this craft alive. I mean, reach out to people in your area. I mean, we had to reach out to the state. We don't have we do not have an open, full cross-stitch store. There is Tiny Stitches, which is a quilt shop, which is a nice quilt shop with a little corner dedicated to cross stitch. That's the closest we come. Other than that, you know, keep the craft alive. Touch base with your local L&S and see when they have, you know, groups. You can be shy. It's okay. Believe it or not, I'm shy. I don't like groups of people. You don't have to say much. You can just bring your stuff and sit in the corner and be pleasant and just commune with like-minded stitchers. Okay, enough of that. We're done. Let's see. So anyways, let me now go down the road of what did I get? What are we doing? We're at 22 minutes in. Okay, so what I'd like to show you really quick is just what I got. I got some stuff from Dames in the Needle from the Cauldron. Got some of her fabric. She also had some fabric that were from other makers. So I just bought some of that. I bought whatever turned me on. So there's two pieces that I have an idea what I'm going to do, and the rest of them are just stash, which is good. So I have no excuse. So what have I done? I've done some starts. I've been, you know, feeling really good about that, doing some starts. Anyways, all right, so it's all haul from this point out. Okay, so I had showed you that I had bought this, and this is upside down. This is Ink Circles Arranging Vegetables. Now, Ink Circles now has a whole series where they are doing mirror images of, like, they have tools and fishing lures. This one's vegetables. There's musical instruments. It's really a cool series. Anyways, this is the one that turned me on. And so when I was at that get-together in Kennesaw, Elizabeth had brought a box full of Weeks and Gentle Arts, and I had managed to find one. I had found Carrot, and Carrot is carrot colored. I mean, it's the carrots on here. Shock. Anyways, so I had this in my hand, and it's really funny. We were all attracted to the same fabric, and I swear, every single one of us picked up this fabric and put it down. And I happened to have carrots in my hand and looked at the fabric and went, oh my gosh, that is awesome. So I have this piece of fabric, and I hope I can show it to you. This is just an 1/8 of a yard over dyed limited edition. That's all it is, and it's 32 count. Anyways, this has got a, oh, there it goes. See that red? That reddish, so it's blue, and then it's got this reddish brush to it, and it flashes red. It's really cool. Anyways, oh my gosh, that looks awesome. That looks absolutely awesome. And I think I know what I'm going to do on this one. There is a it's a freebie, and I'm gonna mention it, and you either know it or you don't, and I don't have it here. It's in the other room, and I'm not gonna jump up and get it. It's somebody went, and it's called My Aunt's Attic, and it was all of these patterns that were done by her aunt and another bunch of, I don't remember the stories, but she ended up, what she did is she modernized them, as in she went from, they were just done with pen and paper, and she went and did them with a program and cleaned them up. So it's My Aunt's Attic, and it's the bats, and there's 4 bats, and they're 1, 2, 3, 4, and it looks, at first glance, it looks like a flower until you look at it and you go, oh, those are bats. They're really cool. So that's what this is. Carrots and this lovely piece of fabric are going to do that. So this is a really cool piece of fabric. But every single one of us picked it up and put it down. And I think if anybody else had carrots in their hand and picked up that picked up this piece, I wouldn't have got it. Okay, so that was that. And since I had this, I did end up from Cross Stitch Felicity. Cross Stitch Felicity is a online store here in Georgia, and I can get the 10-yard skeins of Gentle Arts. And so I don't know why I don't ever do things twice. I don't know why I needed to. I think one of these takes 2. Deep Forest takes 2, and the rest of them I was like, just get more, because I am a prostitute. So anyways, let's do that. So really a rainbow of colors, and they're called, like spring grass and hyacinth and squash, which is pretty poetic for the squash that's on the 8 circles. Ta-da! Okay, so let's see, that and that. All right, let's really quick, I want to show you what I also got from Elizabeth. So this is, I got a chunk of, this is 36 count, and it's just a, it's called parchment, but it's not, as much as I like Picture This Plus has a design on it. This does not. This is more of a all-over neutral, and so I got a big chunk of that. That's parchment, and this is Weeks Dye Works, and this is called Angel Hair, and this is more of a buttery yellow. That's really close. Probably not as neon-y, but it's a buttery yellow. And then this is a chunk of 18 count. This is called Aged Saffron. So this is a green with like a brown wash on it. A sagey green with a brown wash. And then I got Weeks Dye Works Tin Roof, which is a gray green. This is 32 count natural, no name. Feels like, I don't know, just a chunk of neutral. Everybody should have a neutral. This is a 32 count green. And then I got some colonial brick, 32 count. This is really coming up. I have got my lighting down. This is really true to color. We're doing really good. And this one is 32 Sweeney Red. So I got some linens. Okay, and then I also got I got some Picture This Plus. I got, these are all lupine, L-U-P-I-N-E, lupine. And I got 2 Adas and 2 linens, all of the same color. This is 28 and 32. And then I got 16 and 14. Okay, so, and I'm just going to show you, there's no, I mean, the 32 and the 28 look really close. The, even the difference between the 14 and the 16 is, the 16 has more definition. Again, this is Picture This Plus. So, you know, you expect it to be blotchy. So this is the 16 and this is the 14, and the 14 is more this is more smudgy. Does that make sense? This is more smudgy. This is more, you can see the blotches. Okay, so let's compare 14 count to 28 count casual linen. Okay, so here we go. That's, you can see that it's definitely, it's blotchy, you know, and that's what I wanted. But so let's compare the two. So as you know, dyes take differently, and so there's the difference in the two. Okay, but same colors, very pretty. So I bought that just to see the difference, and I have one that I know I want to do a brown on, and that was a Mill Hill kit with that perforated paper. I don't like perforated paper. I can't. It hurts to hold things for that long, and you have that hot dog down a hallway with the needle, and just, you know, you're constantly dropping the needle, because when you poke into the fabric, the needle sticks, right? It holds on to it because the fabric just moves a little bit and holds on, cuddles that needle. Doesn't do that with perforated paper. So I've got definitely going to use the 14 count on for that, and have an idea what I want to do with the other with the bad habit, that the 32 count or the 28. I think that I want to do the 32 count. I have another idea for. So rambly. Okay, let's see what else. All right, so I was on eBay because I don't know any better, and there was an auction for a one of Terrence Nolan's Professor Frisbee's bugs, insects. And so the reason I got this is it came with all the all the Krennic, all the skeins of DMC, and it also came with the fabric, and it had been started. And this came from an estate, and it's on the hoop because I'm working on it currently. And this is, we are doing, I say we because she started it, and I zoomed in really close to make sure that her stitches were going the same way, because don't think I would have gotten it if the stitches were going the other way, because it was a good deal because all the fabric and the Krennic was there, but it wasn't a good deal if I was going to have to start over on a new piece of fabric. One of those things. So this is the moth down here, okay, and pardon my threads, but this is as far as we've gotten. So I'm going to do this, and this is on a piece of R&R. Did I have that out? It's a piece of R&R linen. It's almost a chocolate milk. Looks like chocolate milk. Yeah, here we go. This is 32 count R&R linen, and the color is La Da Da brown. La Da Da brown. Okay. So, but her stitches were very, very, very nice. So I will do her proud. I have no idea who she is. Okay, so while I was doing that, because I can't stay off the internet because that's a bad habit, I also got, he just turned me on. I have never seen him. This is Tree Frog. This is a Heaven Earth design, and the artwork is done by Joe Lynch. And he's just cool. I just like him. So he's fun. I should do him on green. He has no green. I think he would look really good on green. What do you think? Okay, so I got him. And I also got 3 more bugs. I got Wee Beasties. Again, this is Terrence Nolan. These are out of print. They're hard to find. They get obnoxious quick on eBay. I did not let them, I have let a lot of these go by. Okay, a lot of these go by. But I got this one, that one, and that one. Okay. Let's see what else. I also got, and I jumped on the bandwagon. I jumped on it like everybody else, and I got Heartstring Sampleries Coffee Quaker. And I have tons of neutrals in which to do this on. And I think I'm just going to do what Emily of Eclectic Possessions does and just open up my stash and grab a color and go, that'll look good. So, but yes, I jumped on the bandwagon because first I drink the coffee, then I do the things. That's how we roll here at this house. Alrighty, 39 minutes in. We did pretty good. I think I got it all. Go start your own stitch group. Do it. If you don't have, it's just nice to sit with other people and do this. And I keep weird hours, and it's really hard for me to, I can't get up and be functional too much before noon. I can't, if I have to drive a couple hours away, I can't like get there by noon. That just doesn't happen. But I definitely will not miss the next group down in Centerville. I will definitely go do that, even if I have to take a day off. Other than that, not much going on. I hope you're doing lots of stuff. I didn't work on Noah's sub much. I didn't even bring it out here. I think I tested it out the new stand and went, oh, it's too short. And then I set that over to the side. Oh, I did. I put more stitches in the Alphonse Muha's job. Again, say it different every time. That Haid, I should have brought that. I made progress on that, and I didn't get a page finished. Don't get excited, but I did get some noticeable improvement, noticeable stitching done. So I have been busy doing stitchy stuff for the last quarter. I can't make promises that I'll be any more regular than I already am, but it's always good to, I thoroughly enjoy watching everybody. Y'all are I enjoy hanging out and stitching with y'all. Other than that, take care. Talk soon. Bye.